And we're going to continue celebrating it today because we're going to be chatting in a little bit with Ryan Hutton, who's a sign language interpreter, and Stephen Dukran, who's the Vice President of Trinidad and Tobago Association for the Hearing Impaired, and talk about how it's being celebrated around the world and how we're doing our part here in Trinidad and Tobago. But you know what's interesting about hearing in general is that we have a lot of people in this country who don't realize that they've lost part of their hearing and they've lost certain frequencies in their ears because we listen to a lot of loud music, right? That's right. Carnival alone, right?
I know, I guilty.
Them big trucks on the road is ridiculous, and we don't realize that every time you do that, like, you lose a little bit of the top end. So you don't even realize that you're not even hearing those anymore because it starts just going from like 20 hertz and come down. But as a whole, other piece of science.
Yes, yes, but I know that
You're missing parts?
I'm sure.
All right. You could just be hard of hearing too.
I was just told I was hard of hearing growing up.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome this morning to the Now Morning Show via Zoom Stephen Dukran, who's the Vice President of Trinidad and Tobago Association for the Hearing Impaired, and Ryan Hutton. Good morning, Ryan. How are you doing?
Good morning.
And good morning to you, Stephen, as well. So we're talking about.
Good morning.
We're talking about World Hearing Day, which took place yesterday. Tell us about the theme for this year for World Hearing Day.
Well, every year, on March the 3rd, which was yesterday, we celebrate that. So there are a lot of people who have hearing problems or came in yesterday at the Trinidad and Tobago Association for hearing tests, etc. We gave little pamphlets, little gift bags. There were a lot of people, especially during Carnival time, who lost hearing and always have to be coming to the association for hearing aids and fittings. So there are a lot of people, adults, young children, babies, everyone. Because what happens to pregnant ladies, they aren't aware that when they go to Carnival, it does affect the baby's hearing.
Oh.
Because that loud music, it does affect the baby's hearing. They shouldn't be around the loud music for long periods of time. They could take a break and then maybe enter the festivities and take a break. So sometimes the babies are born with some hearing loss.
Can you tell us some of the other ways that we can prevent hearing loss?
Well, what you can do, you can wear earplugs. Earplugs, those protect your hearing. Now saying that you have to wear the earplugs all day, no. But you can have it in for small periods, you know, when you think it could be safe. And then you can take it out for a little while and then put it back in. But I'm truly deaf. I'm full. I don't have the experience of having an earplug in your ear all the time.
Right.
But I know that would be easier for you to maybe take it on and take it off and from time to time.
But how do you protect yourself in a culture that actually encourages, well, noise and loud? We generally are very loud people in Trinidad and Tobago, and we like loud music. How do we protect our ears? Do we keep those earplugs in all the time then?
No. Yes, it depends. You know, you can take it off and remove it and put it back on from time to time.
All right. So tell us about what the aim of World Hearing Day 2021, what we're trying to draw attention to this year in particular.
Well, I'd like to teach people about protecting their ears and being safe. You know, for example, when you have earphones in and you're listening and you have it attached to your phone and it's in there all day, that's not safe. Another thing would be, you know, at home, how you have your music playing all the time on loud, that's not safe. So you really need to protect your hearing.
And tell me about the hearing test that you guys do at the Association for the Hearing Impaired. What's the process and how much does it cost, if anything at all?
Okay. So if you have hearing problems, you can make an appointment by calling the association. Right? You could look up the association on Facebook. You can also send a message for those who can't use the phone, and you can make an appointment.
And for those of us who may not realize that we are hearing impaired, what are some of these signs that can tell that you're losing your hearing?
Okay. Sometimes there are times when a family member from a distance may be calling you, or you're in work, and it doesn't occur to you that somebody is calling you. You just feel like something is wrong. It doesn't occur to you. I think there's a possibility that you may have lost hearing in one ear or both ears. It depends.
Okay. Well, I want to thank both of you for joining us this morning, and of course, we're going to continue. I want to encourage people to go out and get tested. Is there a cost to get tested at the association for the hearing impaired?
Okay. What's going to happen is when you get a hearing aid with a drying kit, it costs $30.
Okay.
That's all.
And that's if you need a hearing aid?
$300.
Okay.
And yes, if you need a hearing aid.
All right. Well, I want to thank you both for joining us this morning and for sharing this information with the public. And, I guess, I don't know if you say Happy World Hearing Day. Is that the greeting?
Yes, that is, and thank you.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. That was Stephen Dukaran, the Vice President of Trinidad and Tobago Hearing Association for the Hearing Impaired, and Ryan Hutton, sign language interpreter at the same. So we'll take a quick break, and when we come back, we still have more inside the Now Morning Show. So keep it locked.